Another useful app in the Google Education Suite is Google Sites. So you can go, it should be located as one of your uh, quick reference apps in your apps grid over here. So if you click on Google Sites, you can see that I've created a few sites already, but this is, you do not have to be a coder or an advanced web designer in order to deal with this. It's very user friendly. So if I go over here to create, I'm going to create a site. Um, they'll give you some templates that you may want to use. I've created a few of them. Things such as here, or if you just feel like you want to start from scratch, you can start your own template, and we'll call this training. And right now it's already building in the you know, the domain name. Now if you want to have a custom domain name, then you can, you know, you can pay and you can go through that other process, but it doesn't matter what the domain name is. You can create a link and then put that link inside. You know, you can customize the link and call it my classroom site or something like that. So no need to pay for a customized domain name. Okay, so this is you know, I can customize my site any way that I want to. Up here, these little icons up here will give you options. If I want to edit this page, I click the pencil, and then here are the different things that I can do. I can add text. This is, all right, let me do this. Okay. And then I can edit the font anywhere that I want to. I can insert images and I can insert apps. There is a lot of room for modification here, but don't worry. Again, if you've never designed a site before, um, you know, my advice would be to start simple first, and then whatever it is that you're trying, think about what it is that you want. Do you want to add a picture of your classroom here? Then you add an image. If you want to, whatever you want to do, that question will, there's probably more than one way to achieve the outcome, but it starts with what do you want your site to look like to begin with. If you don't have that much creativity, or you know, you're kind of overwhelmed, then I would suggest using one of the templates that they have. So if I click save, all right, and then this icon here will allow you to create pages that you add underneath it. So you might, on this bar over here, you might have your two or three preps. So each page, for each prep, you might have its own page. This is the home page, and then if I go here, create page, and I say prep 1. All right, so if I go home, back to home, you can see that it's building up the menu here. Okay, and I can go to prep 1, and I can upload files like the assignments for the week, and then student A can come back and, you know, if they say, hey, I wasn't here that day, or I lost my, like the paper that you handed out, you can just send them to your site and have them download or print it off themselves. So, and then another thing would be useful is, what does this site look like to the audience before you actually send it out? So by clicking on this little gear icon, you get this drop down menu. You can preview page as viewer. So if I click this, basically what the site looks like. And it looks very plain, and as a word of advice, that, you know, plain, or it's as clean as possible, it's usually a lot easier. I can tell you on the user end, it will load faster, but again, you can change the background, you can add images, you can modify this any way that you want to. If you are a little advanced and you know about HTML, if I go into edit page, here you go. You can edit the HTML code, and so you see I don't have much in my site yet, so that's all that you see. But that's for advanced users there, right? And that's basically an introduction to Google Sites.